What's going on today, guys? So I'm here at the park with Broly and Scarlet, one by the river, as you can tell. And had a lot of people recently, complaining that I use an e-collar. Really only with Ruka, it seemed to be the problem for whatever reason. Don't know why. But guys, I use them with all the dogs. Broly doesn't have one on right now because I only have the one charged. So Scarlet's got it. Broly's got pretty nice recall anyway, so I'm not too worried. Not that she doesn't either, but before we get into that, want to say happy Independence Day to all the Americans. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's kind of humid and a little cloudy here, but we're making do. And yeah, so about the e-collars, guys, and the comments, some of the comments I received. One, some people were like, oh, she doesn't, referring to Ruka, could refer to any of my dogs, oh, they don't need that, blah blah. Well, I don't really care what people think. I'm gonna train the way I want to train. I've spoken with quite a few trainers on how to use the e-collar. I like to think I know what I'm doing with it, and as you can see, my dogs listen pretty well with it. Another thing I heard is, oh, it's oppression and all this or that. No, it's not. What it is, guys, is the e-collar is a tool that you use to help reinforce a dog's, in this case, recall. So like, a dog can have pretty good recall, right? Like Broly, he had pretty good recall before I started using an e-collar with him. And what the e-collar essentially does is reinforces that to be better. Because now, let's say there's a deer out that way, right? Deer runs, Broly's like, I'm gonna go chase it. Without the e-collar, I have no way to give him a correction from that far away. Like 30 feet away, 40 feet longer. This thing can go pretty far. The range on it anyway. So without that, I have no way to correct that behavior. Unless I have just the longest fucking, and yes, I'm gonna swear because I can, it's my channel, blow me. There's no way to correct that behavior unless I have the longest line, long lead there is. And that's just ridiculous to have. So what I do with the e-collar is I reinforce the recall with it. I do the same, it's the same process with the long lead, right? Come here. Scarlet, here. And even right there, I gave her a stim. Did you see her reaction? No, not really. But she felt it, that's why she started coming. So it's not always perfect that they're gonna come every time you call them. Of course, that's what you want, but it's not always gonna happen, especially when there's something they're interested in. If that something is an animal or another person, something like that, you want that there to correct the behavior. Like I was saying, it's no different than a long lead. When you're teaching recall with that, you're applying a pressure. The dog makes the decision to either not come, in which the pressure stays, in this case the e-collar stim, with a leash, it's the leash pressure. And then once the dog decides to come, the pressure goes away, reinforcing, oh, if I come, that goes away. So that's what it is. It's not abuse. I've heard that, I can't tell you how many damn times. It's really not. And to kind of address the why would Ruka need one, well, I wanted her recall better. She didn't really have a good recall when she came to me. It's not a fault on anyone, it's just she needed to warm up to me. So I did the same process I with her that I did my puppies, that I did these guys, do basic leash work, transition into longer lead, transition into e-collar. The same thing. So I don't need to hear people complaining about, oh, why only she, or why she need one, blah, blah. She gets the same treatment as all my dogs. And if you think I abuse my dogs, kindly fuck off from my channel and go bother somebody else. Go watch somebody else's videos. For people who, you know, got a problem with the prong collar, again, I don't care. I don't care what you guys, not all of you, obviously. A lot of you are really great, and I appreciate all of you. But whoever, you know, has complaints of whatever tools I use for training, I don't care. I don't want you around. Unsubscribe. You know, let me thin the herd a little bit. I don't need all these fur mommies in my comments complaining that they think I'm abusing dogs because they don't know the first thing about training a dog. Or they don't know the first thing about higher drive dogs. They don't know the first thing about really anything related to them. So that's the stuff, you know, I'm not going to tolerate. I've went at a few people already about it in my comments. They had it coming completely. I don't regret anything I said. So yeah, there's that. And do these dogs look abused? Watch any of my videos. Do any of them look abused, upset? No, they're having fun out here. Watch a video of them at my parents running around in that nice landscape. They're having fun. And then they come home, they get to eat nice raw food. They get their cuddles, their snuggles. They get to play with each other, play with me. I hope you can hear me. So tell me, would somebody who abuses their dog do all that stuff? Probably not. Of course not. My dogs are well fed. They're in nice fit conditions. They get exercise. If I wanted to abuse them, why would I spend the amount of money I do on them? Why would I get them this nice raw food? Why would I go out of my way to get rabbit and deer and other animals for them to eat if I didn't want them living their healthiest, best lives I thought they could have? So yeah, just to thin out those fur mommies, again, get off my channel. I don't want you around. If you don't like the way I train, that's fine. I don't care. Go somewhere else. Yeah, pretty much how I wanted to address that. Like I said, Scarlett's got one on right now. I could give her a stim. She wouldn't be hurt by it. It's a very uncomfortable feeling, and it should be. That's the point. I don't know, she's chasing some birds. If I didn't want her to chase the birds that I know could fly away, I'd give her a stim. Now she's having fun in the water. It's a very humid day out, so I'm sure they like that to cool down in. But yeah, I hope that kind of clears some things up for some of you on why I use them. Think of it as an insurance policy, right? Oh, in case this happens, I have this. And they're used to it. They know what it means. They know what I want. It's a tool. Same with a prong collar. Same with a slip lead. Same with a harness. They're all tools. You can be abusive with any tool. I've seen dogs with really messed up faces from those face halty things. Forget what there's probably another name for it, but basically the ones that go around the muzzle of the dog. I've seen dogs with severe damage from that. I've seen dogs severe damage from a flat collar like that. I actually see more damage from the halties than I do a prong or e-collar. Because most of the time when somebody wants to use one of these tools, you know what people recommend? Or any smart person recommends? Talk to a trainer. And that's what I did. First person I talked to about it was a guy I know in Scotland, Blackwater Wolf Dogs. He's trained, was it 3, 1 mid, upper mid content, 2 high contents, and a low content wolf dogs, all on the e-collar. Train them off from going after sheep and livestock, all of that. And then, you know, my girlfriend's a trainer. You know, she of course doesn't have any issue with how I'm using it. We've talked about how I use it. Everything's fine. I've talked to a behaviorist about how I use it. My socks are gonna get soaked, but I don't care. I've talked to another trainer. I'm not saying the names of a lot of these people just because I feel like it's not my business to say, but you know, I've seen plenty of trainers and watched plenty of videos how to use them. And same goes with prong collars. Like I think I talked about it in a video with Lucian, but like I'll show you. Guys, come here. So I'll use Broly for it. Actually, I'll use Scarlet. So one thing to be aware of, come here Scarlet, is wait, the collar should be up high like this, up high on the neck, and tight. You should be able to get like a finger or two under there, and I can. And the same goes with the prong collar, should be up high on the neck. So anyone who uses it low on the neck, whatever, they have the wrong size. They need to take a couple of those links off the prong collar, and then they, usually what happens too is the prongs on it itself are too large, so those make correcting harder. Guys, get out of there, come on, come on. What are you doing? Never went down this far before. A lot of trash. Got people fishing on the other side there. Some tadpoles in here. I don't know if you can see us swimming, but there's some more tadpoles. Holly, come on, get out of there. Yeah, this is what abused dogs look like, apparently. Yeah, I usually don't get to go out this far because it's usually too much water. And I can get these guys to like walk next to me. It kind of takes a few commands, but here. Scarlet, Broly, come here. Come here. Scarlet, come on. Okay, break. Broly, break. I am not wearing the right shoes for this. I never am. Scarlet. Ooh. Oh. Okay, we're at about 16, almost 17 minutes. I'm gonna cut it off here. I think I got most of what I wanted to say out. So again, if you guys got a problem with the way I train, just no point in saying anything, just leave. I'm not gonna listen to you. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you think I abuse my dogs. I clearly don't. Most of my money goes to them. Most of my time goes to them. So yeah, if I lose subs over this, oh well. Didn't want you around anyway. For those of you who stick around, appreciate you. I want you all to know that. And again, I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July here. So say goodbye to Scarlet. Say goodbye to Broly. And take care. If you like the video, subscribe.